On today's menu, we're making a delicious classic chicken cordon bleu served with a flavorful cheese sauce paired with garlic mashed potatoes. This dish brings together juicy golden breaded chicken stuffed with ham and cheese paired perfectly with creamy garlic infused mashed potatoes. Now let's take a moment to tantalize your taste buds so we can keep you wanting more, right? Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. Now let's jump into the ingredients. Now, chicken cordon bleu is made with the breast of the chicken. Now, if you don't have any breasts at home and you have the chicken, just grab your chicken and take the breast off, okay? Like I'm doing here. Alright, and let's now clean this chicken breast to ensure we remove any impurities to get it nice and clean, remove that slime, right? And the lemon is effective for just that. Now, while it's draining, let's go through our spices, and we're using Maggi all-purpose seasoning, cayenne pepper, Kinder's all-purpose seasoning, rotisserie chicken seasoning, lemon pepper, onion powder, garlic powder as well to get things nice and tasty. And of course, we're using ham slices and some cheese slices there for the filling. Now, normally Swiss cheese is used, but in this recipe we're going to use provolone cheese. Now, as it relates to our seasoned breading, we're using flour, parmesan cheese, panko breadcrumbs, and egg, and of course oil for frying. Now, for our potatoes with the perfect garlic kick, we're using garlic herb butter, pepper jack cheese, sour cream, milk, and of course, guys, the potatoes. Now let's get started by creating our dried rub, right? And we're combining all these seasonings that we mentioned earlier, ensuring that our breast is nice and dry. Give it a nice butterfly cut, and then we're going to use the mallet to tenderize and also to spread the surface evenly so that we can season and it is nice and ready to be rolled. All right, flip it to the other side, and of course it is effective to use plastic wrap during this process, right? Because it just makes things a lot easier to flip the chicken, to roll the chicken, and all that. All right, and here we go with our ham slices followed by the cheese, and we're just going to give this a nice and a tight wrap. Make sure that you wrap it as tight as you're able to. All right, give that a good roll, and we're going to give this a nice tie and set it aside in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. And to the other portion of our breast, we're doing the same thing. Give it a nice butterfly cut, spread the surface with a mallet to ensure that it is nice and flat. We're able to roll it effectively, as well as just to increase the surface so we can add the cheese and the ham and to get a nice little roll, okay? And of course, you saw there where we sprinkled lightly with the seasoning, because you don't want this to be overly seasoned, because the ham is a little salty, cheese is a little salty, plus we're going to season our breading, right, to ensure that it is nice and flavorful. All right, and to the second piece, we're adding the filling, the same with the ham slices and the cheese. Give that a nice tight roll. All right, secure both ends. All right, and this will also be in the refrigerator until it's time to get it cooking. Now, in the meantime, we're going to serve some broccoli on the side, so we're getting them nice and prepped by cutting off the florets, and we're going to wash these with a little salt water, because you know a 2% salt solution will help to remove any impurities and anything that doesn't belong, okay, any residue. And that's what we're looking like. We're going in now with the salt. All right, giving that a nice good shake, just to ensure that we're washing effectively. All right, now while this is draining, we're going to go ahead and get our potatoes nice, clean and peeled so that we can start to cook them and kickstart our process for the best creamy mashed potatoes with the perfect garlic kick. Now guys, washing the potatoes help to remove the excess starch and just result in a fluffier texture when we mash our potatoes, right? You can even, after cutting, you can even soak it for a brief period just to prevent that gooiness when you mash your potatoes. Give it a nice little rinse to remove the starch and you'll have the perfect texture. Now to our potatoes, we're adding 2 cloves of garlic just to ensure that we can unlock all the garlic flavor that we possibly can. And to the pot they go with some water and of course our diced potatoes. All right, and there we are, adding about 1.5 tablespoons of butter and salt just to flavor the water so we can get the best tasting potatoes ever. Now to our breading, we've added the milk and egg, and of course we add some of that little dried rub that we used earlier for our flour. We're going to add some of that dry seasoned mixture as well. And for our breadcrumbs, guys, we are also adding Parmesan cheese and a dash or 1/8 teaspoon of that seasoning, right? Get everything nice and ready, and now it's time to coat these bad boys, right? So we're going to go in with flour first, get it nicely coated, followed by the egg, and then into the breadcrumbs, right? And we're just ensuring that we get all the sides of this nice cordon bleu. We did do a double coat, so we added to the eggs again, then to the breadcrumbs, and to the air fryer we go. Now you can also fry these, or it can also be done in the oven. All right, and there we are with another flour mixture followed by the egg, and then to the breadcrumbs. To the egg again, guys, and back to the breadcrumbs because we did do a double coat. All right, guys, up next we're going to melt some garlic herb butter because brushing them with butter will enhance the crispness and also give us a good brown into these cordon bleu, improve the flavor, and just overall prevent them from drying out, right? Now this will help to replicate the fried texture as if they were fried in oil, just to keep it light and nice. All right, and in we go, guys. With the first 10 minutes we are going to rotate and give it another 10, and look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, and to the other side, get it nicely coated, and we'll return it to the air fryer for an additional 10 minutes. It's now time to get our mashed potato enhancer ready, and this is just a mixture or a blend of cheese, as we have here the pepper jack cheese, the milk, and also some garlic herb butter. We're going to pop this in the microwave and just allow that butter to melt, right? Now all of this block cheese will not melt right away, but if you have shredded cheese you can go ahead and do that. That will melt much faster, but it's okay because when we add this to our potatoes and we're creaming, we'll get those cheese blocks just right, okay? Now milk do not like to be heated, right? So we did not heat this for too long, but warm enough with that residual heat to get our butter nice and melted. And as you can see here, as we're stirring, the butter is melting slowly. All right, and that is what we're looking like. And can you just imagine the burst of flavor this is gonna add? All right, now we have strained our broccoli off. They were blanched in some salt water. Now we're just gonna toss them in a little garlic herb butter so that we can enhance the flavor. And these won't be sauteed for long, just about 1 minute, and we'll be good to go to still have them nice and al dente. And look at that, guys. Oh my goodness, just take a look at this. They are ready. Now in the meantime, while these are resting before we cut, we're going to go ahead, strain off our potatoes and get them nice and flavorful in our mashed potato enhancer or milk and butter blend, you know. All right, and there we are, mashing the potatoes just to ensure that we're getting all that flavor in, and also to get them nice and smooth. Okay. And look at that, guys. Oh yeah, no, this is looking nice and creamy so far. But to get it to the ultimate lightness and a little bit more creamy, we added a tablespoon of sour cream. And look at that. You can see instant change in the texture of that mashed potatoes, okay? It's now time to make our bold and flavorful cheese sauce, and we're starting with a roux. What's a roux, guys? It's a thickening agent where you melt the butter, you add a little flour, and of course you gradually add your milk, right? And you do this gradually to prevent lumps and also to ensure that our sauce is nice, smooth, and flavorful. It is silky, luscious, rich, you know, that will complement the ham and the cheese so well, right? And right here we're just spicing it up, guys, to get it nice. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell this. Oh man, guys. Now we're going to add some cheese to this to tie it all in for the rich cheesy flavor, so nice and velvety. Okay, all right, we have added the cheese and now it is in its final stage of simmering, right? The perfect consistency. Oh yeah. Now our cordon bleu has rested, and it is now time to give it some diagonal cuts to get it nice and ready so that we can serve you up a plate, okay? And bam, just like that, it's time for you to join the line. All right, and here we are plating up the delicious chicken cordon bleu, served with a cheese sauce, mashed potatoes with just the right garlic kick. Whether you're cooking for a cozy night or impressing guests, this combination is sure to satisfy. Now we're just adding our finishing touch with our garnishes, scallion curls. This meal was so good, guys, we had to serve up another plate. And here we go with the other breast. We have sliced it diagonally, placed it on top of our creamy mashed potatoes, and now we are garnishing our final dish with the scallion curls and also parsley flakes. You saw that we added the cheese up there. Oh my goodness, the perfect taste, the perfect bite to complement that ham and cheese stuffed chicken breast. Oh my goodness. Now look at that, guys. Oh yeah. So let's take a moment once more to tantalize your taste buds so I can keep you wanting more, right? All right, so please remember, if you haven't subscribed as yet, please remember to do so. Turn on your post notification bells, man, so you can be notified whenever we upload a new video. Also, if you have a dish in mind that you'd like to see us execute over here, go ahead and drop your ideas in the comment section below. Now, in the description, you'll find a few links. One to my family YouTube channel, The Faircloths, and the other to Ferris Tutorial, which is an educational channel for CSEC food, nutrition, and health students, and also Cape tourism students. All right, linked down below also is my Amazon storefront. Give it a click, guys. Go ahead and make your purchase. We have some lovely things over there on the storefront, such as Jamaican paraphernalia, also Jamaican spices as well that you can use in your cooking, and also some awesome household items. All right, thank you so much for tuning in and enjoy.